Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is the first time you're seeing this face, make sure you don't make it your last and subscribe. And if you're returning subscribers, you're a real one and that's why you're pretty. So in this video, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about some Ramadan things because Ramadan is literally less than a month away. How we get here? As you guys know, Ramadan is in March. Inshallah, may Allah make us the people that will be able to see the month of Ramadan and all its blessings. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about my preparations, things that I'm doing to prepare for Ramadan and things of that sort. I'm super excited for Ramadan. I'm always excited for Ramadan. I am a mom of 4, so I'm always like excited to like get my kids into the spirit and things like that, because as we know, living in the West is very hard for our children. They get to see all these holidays and then you gotta explain to them how we don't celebrate these holidays. So when the Ramadan come, I am ready, loaded, and all that. So but specifically in this video, I mean, I will have like videos coming up regarding like decor and things like that, but in this specific video I wanted to talk about like preparation, on how to prepare so that way you can get the best of the month of Ramadan. But yeah, this specific video is just for like things that I'm doing so I can get the best of this blessed month that's coming up. First things that I think is the best way to prepare for the month of Ramadan, something that I'm currently doing, and I mean, I think it's just to go ahead and start like kind of get a journal and list out the things that you want to do, as in like what are the things that you would like to do and like be able to do in the month of Ramadan, and what are the things that you would want to cancel and just kind of stay away from in the month of Ramadan, and eventually inshallah, like, you know, forever. So because as we know, the month of Ramadan is about building good habits and things like that, but that doesn't start like it's best to start the month prior to Ramadan. Like the month that we're in right now, the month of Shabaan, is the best month to go ahead and get started with like how you want, like this is the best month for practice. Like how do you want to be in the month of Ramadan? Do you want to be the person that prays all your 5 daily prayers, you're reading your Quran and things like that? Like the habits that you want to do in the month of Ramadan, you will be able to do them easier if you start now. Like this is literally the practice month. Like you can, like, it's good to start now. I've seen a lot of people talk about starting in the month of Shabaan, so this is the month that you want to go ahead and get started. You really just can go ahead and start slow. By the time Ramadan come, you're kind of getting into the habits of doing these things. Like if you're struggling with your salahs, you can try to like implement more salahs this month. Me specifically, I have been struggling with like, you know, like a little bit of too much entertainment, as in like I'm very into the Korean drama and that can take a lot of your time. So sometimes I lose myself and I spend too much time on my Korean drama. So I do want to kind of like reduce that and kind of like eventually like kind of cut it off, but like reduce the amount of Korean dramas that I'm watching. And I would like to not watch any in the month of Ramadan. I mean, an episode is like an hour long. So yeah, so the best way I figure like to do that is to start now, just by reducing how much Korean I'm watching, like, you know, in a day-to-day basis or whatever. Eventually by the time it's Ramadan, I can just call it quits. And then so it's best to just get that practice right now. The other things that I really want to be able to pray Taraweh and things like that, so I figured like the best way to do that would be to just go ahead and try to pray Tahajjud right now. Get in the habits of praying Tahajjud. That way when when Ramadan comes and you have to start praying Taraweh, it's just easier. And like you already your body kind of already knows that we're gonna be up, like, you know, at night praying and things like that, and it's just easier for you to just kind of get those going. Start with the intention. Be like, what would you like to gain in this blessed month? How would you want to come out once this month is over? The type of person you would like to be, things of that sort. And then like make sure that you're doing all this for the sake of Allah and not for the sake of like people or anybody around you. Once you have that mindset going and you're ready, you can go ahead and start with your journaling. Like get a book, literally get a journal and start writing all the things that you want to stop, like you don't want to be doing in the month of Ramadan, habits that you do want to build in the month of Ramadan, and like a dua at least at the end. Like, because obviously it's called the blessed month, so you want to go ahead and soak up every piece of blessing that's in it. Like if you have anything that you've ever wanted so bad, anything that you wanted to ask Allah, any kind of dua, this is your chance. And and it's best to go ahead and write a list, because when the time comes, Ramadan comes and goes like that. Like, so when the time comes, you want to go ahead and make sure you already have everything written down, what you need to be asking, what kind of du'as you want to make. It makes things easier, and like, because it's very easy to forget with the chaos of like Ramadan and things like that. You could forget certain du'as, so make sure you go ahead and write everything down. That way, like, everything is like there for you and things like that, for you to like remember what kind of du'as you've been wanting to make in this blessed month. And as for your list of like the things, the habits that you want to build, like the habits that you want, like the type of habits that you want to be doing, the type of things that you want to do in the month of Ramadan, you want to go ahead and list them down, like what kind of goals you have. Like, I specifically have, I want to memorize a certain surah in this specific month, inshallah. So like, if you have that, you want to go, you can even go ahead as in depth as to write like how many ayahs you're going to be memorizing per day, how much juz you're going to be reading per day. Like, if you have a goal of like reading the whole Quran this month, you want to go ahead and write it down, and like, you know, how many pages you need to read for you to complete that juz and things like that. Just go ahead and make a plan, because it's always good to be fully prepared. And of course, like, enjoy like the month of Ramadan. Surround yourself with people that you want to surround yourself. One of the biggest things that I've heard from, like, you know, imams, sheikh and things like that was like, start with a clean heart. So go ahead and like ask forgiveness to people that you have wronged, and even if they were in the wrong, like, try to mend those relationships, and then like get into the months with like a fresh heart, like with the like a renewed heart and renewed intentions. Like, this is a really good month for you to like mend those relationships. I mean, with the blessed times too, I mean, it'd probably be way easier to mend relationships than if it was out of the month of Ramadan, I'm sure. But yeah, so it's good to just prepare ourselves. I hope everybody has a blessed month. I hope people enjoy this month and get every ounce of blessing out of it. And comment down below what kind of goals you guys have, goals that you don't mind sharing. Comment down below what kind of goals you guys have for this month of Ramadan. Like, what are you doing to prepare for the month of Ramadan? I am trying to quit me some Korean K-drama because I've been watching that too much. So but yeah, like, what are you guys doing to prepare for the month of Ramadan? It's literally like less than a month away. Like, are you ready? Oh my god. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that content. Thank you so much, so much for liking, subscribing, and if you haven't, so subscribe, because you're missing out. Make sure you subscribe and join us and join our little family, our growing family, our big old family, because it's not little no more. And inshallah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Much love. Bye.